Hello student, today's video is most important for those who are in class 11th and 12th science. So in this lecture, I just want to be share my experience. So before we start, I just introduce myself. My name is Manohar Patil and I'm from the Shirpur. Now here I own the coaching institutions in the name of the Rise Academy. So for the preparation of class 11th and 12th, you can join the Rise Academy. So next we go for the experience the experience that today I want to be share with you regarding the examinations after the class 12. So I know that many more students are taking the coaching classes and they are going the preparation for the examinations such as the JEE Mains examination and CET examinations. But remember that both examinations are very different. So for the preparation, you must understood and you must remember the certain varieties of books so that you can follow and understand. So if you are interested or if you want to become an engineer, for the Maharashtra state now there is a MHT CET examinations, and in the MHT CET examinations you have a paper in that there are the three subjects are there: physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So remember that if we go for one by one, if you want to be study the mathematics, just attend the coaching institution. Anyone remember that you should be attend the coaching institution offline, remember. And after that, if you prepare and if you understand, if you take the five set papers for the JEE Mains previous year examinations, if you are going to giving the examination in 2026, so just make the copies from 20 to 25. So if you make that 5 to 6 year examinations papers and if you solve the all papers and make the revision 3 and 4 times, so definitely you can attain the MST CET examinations paper for the mathematics very great. So remember that what happened recently from the 3 to 4 years, if you look at the pattern of the examinations for the mathematics, so they just taking the questions from the JMains previous year examinations, and the level of that questions are they make the similar. So for that you should be prepared very well. And if you are going for taking the books, which books you want to the studies, remember that if you do the RD Sharma, solve the RD Sharma very well, and only two things you have to done. First, solve the RD Sharma very well, make the revisions, and after that taking the 5 and 6 year question papers and solve them again, repeat them again, revise them. If you do with your coaching classes, so now you can done very well. Next subject is physics. Now it is very interesting subject and it is very important subject because it is the basic. So for the study of physics, if you go through coaching institutions and along with if you have a DC Pandey volume first and volume second, that is more sufficient for the understanding of the physics class 11th and 12th. Both are included into that books very well. Questions are on the basis of the NEET examinations, but again I suggest you for the physics first one, go through your offline coaching classes. Second one, buy the DC Pandey volume first and volume second, and most importantly again, the last previous year examinations of the NEET and JEE, just take the question paper, make the prints and solve the questions they are asked into the 4 and 5 examination. If you do very well, so again recently what happened, the previous year's questions from the JEE and NEET they directly took into the examination of CET examination. So it's very important. And last, that is the best, chemistry. Now it's very difficult for some student because now it is divided into three parts: organic, inorganic, and last one is physical. Physical is very tough because it is the part of the physics. So if you're understanding the laws of the physics very well, then it possibility you can understood very well. But question asked from the physical chemistry is again very hard. So for organic and inorganic, if you go through the NCRT and revise the NCRT 3 times, 4 times, so you done very well. And last, NEET papers, and JEE papers, if you solve for 5 and 6 year previous year papers, so you will very done very good at in organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. So whenever you're going for the physical chemistry, so I suggest Dr. R.K. Gupta. So you have having volume first and volume second, it is for complete chemistry. So you can doing same if you buy this. So these are the three books I suggest. But most importantly, you have to just remember that for the CET examination, three formats are important. First one, coaching institution, you should be join the classes offline. Second one, you should have the any reference book. Any reference book. If you're talking about the mathematics, R.D. Sharma is good. If you're talking about the physics, that is the DC Pandey is very well. And for the chemistry, for the organic, inorganic, that is NCRT. And for the physical, you can doing part of physical from the Dr. R.K. Gupta also. And next one, and the most important, just print out the previous year questions examinations for the NEET and J examinations up to the 25, from 20 to 25, that is the 6 year, and just make the printout and solving that questions, repeat again and again, make the revision at least 3 and 4 times from that. So if you do this and well revise many times, definitely you will get your score will be very great. So you can take the admission into the good institutions into the Maharashtra. So best institutions for the MHT CET, that is College of Engineering Pune. But remember that everyone want to be applied for the computer science, and now there are the at least 60 seats or 120 seat maybe. I don't know completely, but if you go for the any engineering college, minimum is 60. So if there are the 60 seats, so you should be 60, top 60, then only you can get the admission into that COP for the particular course, that is computer science. So you should be uh, get the marks that is 100 percentile. Now it is possible, yes, definitely possible. So our previous year student got the 99.67 percentile into our same institution, so you also can get. So for that, if you study very well, revise many times, and source become single, remember that should be make your source single. And most importantly, I observe that the many more student using the some reference book like the Target and like that. So don't use that books, because the examinations not come, the questions are not come from such reference book. Now it's in these days they make the examinations very tough, so you should be prepared very well and make sure that you should be solve all the previous year 5 questions paper. If you do that, then you can prepare very well for the examinations. And remember that after going the study of CET examination, I prefer and I request everyone should apply for the JMeans examinations. What happens, sometime your result may be bad in the CET examinations. If you have the good score in the JMeans examination, then you can took and you can take the admission into the good institutions. So for that, go through both. You should be apply for the JMeans examination as well as for the CET examinations for the engineering courses. And some students are wanted to be doing their masters and the degree graduations in the stream of the pharmacy. Now it is very good stream. Everyone know observe that in COVID, when it came into the India, what happened? All sectors are shut down, but the pharmaceutical the sectors is always on the on. So, so it's very good and very important. So for that you can going against for the CET examination, but here instead of mathematics there is the biology, so you are preparing for the physics, chemistry and biology. And for the biology you can go through the NCERT is very well and sufficient, and take the any one fingertip like that reference book, so it can help you to very well your preparations. So this is the my experience that I learned when we taking the coaching institutions into the Shirpur. And when we teach the student, I observe that they are very good in their knowledge, but when I find out that they have very less time for the preparation and most important for the revision. So make sure that weekly there should be a time frame. You make your timetable in such way that weekly you should be have 4 and 5 and 6 hour. So in that hours, or at least 2 or 3 hours only, you have to do what you learn into the previous week. You should be revised very well, repeat and repeat. And most importantly, I suggest the minimum student early morning and before the bed, just use your 1 hour for revise what you learned today's. So if you do this also, you can remember very well. It is very important. If you just wake up, your mind is very fresh. If you just read it, you can remember most important points. And before the sleep, if you read nowadays, it comes into the mind again and again. That is subconscious mind reading multiple times. Remember that this concept. So for that, if you follow that, so you can make your score of the CET examinations very well. So just remember the all books and remember how you studies. Only three. One is sticks, that is go through your coaching institutions. Along with, you have a reference book, already I told you. And most importantly, make the print of the previous year JEE and NEET examinations of the 5 and 6 years, and prepare well and prepare for the examinations. If you are in class 12th examination, you have only 7 to 8, 10 to 12 months for the examination. In the next May, the examination is come, so 10th month only. And in the February examinations, your state board examination also. So just prepare very well. My wishes always with you. And those are in class 11. You have sufficient time to make your basic concept very well practice, and you can go through just by writing. So this is the most important lecture for those who are preparing. Thank you very much.